This is my chance to talk about my favorite holiday, Groundhog Day. And Woodstock, of all places, Woodstock celebrates Groundhog Day, so this is where the movie was made. How many of you have not seen the movie Groundhog Day? Well, you see how outnumbered you are. You have to see the movie, or you won't understand anything about the world, about the nature of reality, about any of it. It's probably showing at the movie theater today, right? They usually play it. Yeah, I think it is. I'm not sure of the times, but you can check them. And there should be the groundhog might just come in the middle of the talk. I don't know. The movie was made here, so they take it real seriously in Woodstock. But the movie is the first time I saw the movie, I didn't get it. But if the friend I saw it with said, this is a Buddhist movie. And I just kept thinking, I probably said something like, yeah, I get it. And I didn't, so I watched it again. And then now, I haven't watched it in a while. I need to watch it again this weekend. But to me, it is a perfect movie about Buddhism. It just sort of has everything in it. So all of you who've seen it, do you get that? Yeah, it's amazing. So what is it about? It's about a person who starts out kind of cocky and, obnoxious and thinks he's kind of riding high on top of the world as he's a weatherman, right? For a not a major TV station. But then he keeps waking up every morning in the bed and breakfast, which is just around the corner. He wakes up every morning and it's the same morning. The radio announces that it's, Groundhog's Day, and he keeps reliving that same day, that one day over and over again. And he goes through samsara. So he goes through that endless realm, those rounds of life and death over and over and over. And the more I understand, the more I see, oh yeah, they got that and they got everything. So he goes through all the cycles of how when you become aware that you're trapped in this same day over and over again. He goes through despair and he spends life after life just trying to find a way to kill himself. And nothing he does works. And he even realizes finally, well, don't worry, because I'm going to be back again tomorrow. And then he decides to do other interest, then he's going to learn to play the piano. So he becomes a really good piano player. And then I was thinking about that. He carries something over from one life to the next when he realizes this isn't just a big mistake or somebody's playing a trick on him. And then there are things he carries over from day to day. So he knows he's going to practice and learn how to play the piano because there's one right in the B&B. And so he becomes a good piano player. And then he plays tricks on people. Then he decides it's going to be fun to use his power, his knowledge for evil to trick people and to kind of manipulate people and get what he wants. And then he finally just becomes bored with all of that, and he becomes this genuinely kind, nice person because it feels right to him. It's good. And then so finally he wakes up one day and it's not Groundhog Day. It's not the same day over and over again. The movie is powerful. And we're all experiencing it. When we realize that, just sitting here meditating, I thought, look how many times we've done this. Just come and sat in this very room and done the same 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes of sitting here. And it can either feel like I just have to endure this and get through it, Or it can be, oh, this is just wonderful. Why don't we just keep going? Like you can really feel like you're here, right? You can really feel what it is that why we meditate. But we could also do it over and over and over and over again. I did it for about 7 years, not here, but when I first started, just trying to endure the pain of sitting. And I thought that was what meditation was. So I know how endlessly that can feel. So it's good to celebrate that movie, because if we do get it, we can celebrate ourselves, because we understand that that's not just a really funny movie, really well done Bill Murray movie, but it's literally what we are experiencing. And we have chance after chance after chance. I think it makes it much easier to believe in rebirth, but it's if you don't, in your daily life, we have chance after chance every day to do something differently, or to let go of one little, like for me, it would be one little negative thought, one little criticism that just right there on the, to let it go, just to let it go. I always have that possibility is always there for me. Yesterday I was with both of my kids. We were celebrating my son's birthday. That's when I can have it like stop being a mom. And if it's a wonderful visit, it's because all three of us have done that. We just we know each other so well. When we can let go. We can let go and let it, our families, our loved ones are the people we can work the best with. Because they're the easiest targets. We know them so well. But we can, every single day for us is like Groundhog Day. It's like a whole lifetime. So you don't have to believe in rebirth. You can believe that there's only one life. But then every day becomes that opportunity to wake up with a little bit of a different attitude. We wake up every day. It could be exactly the same. I hate to get out of bed, or, what's my to-do list today? Can I get it all done? Whatever we do when we wake up every morning, we can over and over have the opportunity to let go of something. It's not about always every day do something new and different. It can be, the new and different can be just renunciation, letting go of the stuff. Real renunciation is not denying yourself the things you love. It's letting go of the things that make you unhappy. You're renouncing the things that pull you down and that aren't liberating you, that aren't letting you really feel the kind of joy and happiness and peace that we can feel in this lifetime. So every minute we're almost presented with an opportunity. Like I can go this way or I can go this way. And it's almost every second. It's every word out of our mouths. Every time we could do a kindness, but maybe we choose to be busy and in a hurry and not notice something. It's all the little things are the things that make the difference. Until finally we can. I'm certainly not there, but finally we can be to the place where everything we want to do, we can do. Because everything we want to do is to be kind, is to be loving, is to be of service, is to be peaceful. And those can be the choices we make, because that's what feels good. That's what feels like this is why we're here. This is why we're living this life. Then, of course, we get the chance to give it all up, to let it all go, that's the way things are. So celebrate today. Celebrate Groundhog's Day as your favorite Buddhist holiday. The Buddha will understand if you choose Groundhog Day over Buddha Day, because I think they're the same thing. One's in the winter, one's in the spring, but we can combine them into Groundhog Buddha Day. Because the movie's a good reminder too. So the movie will make you smile and laugh, and but it's what we're all doing anyway. And I think it was a genius to whoever. I know there are probably I've read different stories, but my memory doesn't retain any of them about the people who wrote the movie and what they were thinking about it. But it can make you see this world and your problems and everything a little more clearly, and see how we never need to be hopeless. We never need to stay in that despair. And the things we carry over from one life to the next can be those good intentions, can be that, the good karma that we do can carry over, and it may carry over in that gem of something that helps us be more creative, more peaceful, more able to find happiness on the next day or the next life, however we want to look at it. So be filling your life with those good things, and having what we often don't reach the goal that we set. But if our intentions, the more pure and the better our intentions are, the good heart they're coming from, then that intention carries through. It may not be the way we think it's going to come through, but if we have that good intention, it may come through in a way better than we could have thought it out and figured it out. So sometimes we have to let go of all that control of what we think is the right thing, but just go back and keep working on that. What is the intention you have? And that will manifest in the way that's right. It may take a few, 1,000 lifetimes, but it'll be there. It'll keep coming through. So enjoy your holiday today, and do something joyful and fun and helpful to somebody else too. So thank you very much. Does anybody have anything they'd like to say? Any comment? Jason? I don't know.
The movie The Razor's Edge portrays, an individual who's been to war, and he actually goes to live in a monastery in the Himalayas. Even in the movie Caddyshack, he quotes the Dunning and all.
I think
it's just one of the writers.
it's I think one of the writers for sure. But who wrote the Razor's Back? The Razor's Edge, the Somersault Mom or whoever, and that's what happens in that novel. But yeah, he doesn't need that label, but the thinking is right there. I like Bill Murray. Have you seen the Bill Murray Holy Candle? Did you see that? I love the Catholic, the candles you can buy for $1 or something, and they've got the different saints on them. There's a Bill Murray one.
Sorry, I had to Google it. By the way, if any of you just missed the ground, those shameful ones among those and Grace are again, it was at 10 o'clock this morning, but it is showing tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Okay, at the movie theater.
Tomorrow and today at 10 a.m. But we missed the one today.
We missed the one today.
No definiteness on Bill Murray, but did you all know he's from Evanston? I did not. But he does have, his sister is a Dominican nun.
Really?
He does have a dharma talk on what it's like to be you, it looks like it was Chris Tibbetts on Beam.
Wow.
So, and then there's other people questioning, does anybody else feel like Bill Murray is a Buddhist? So I think you're on to something. Okay, so you can all further Google it.
in your Google time.